Dear Elena, a few weeks ago you said goodbye and told us to write everything down so you'd feel like you didn't miss anything when you woke up. Bad news first. Damon said the best way to keep his mind off you was to help Alaric grieve. So, in Damon fashion, he kidnapped Rick and flew him to Europe for a guy getaway. I'm sure you can imagine how that's going. Obviously, we didn't send him there without a chaperone.
Drinking now.
So, Damon's watching out for Alaric, Bonnie's watching out for Damon, and I don't know exactly who's watching out for Bonnie.
Wait, where are we?
Amsterdam. Dear Elena. Yep. Halfway across Europe, and they're still drunk.
Is that really necessary?
Elena told me to keep a journal of everything she's missing. When she wakes up in 60-some years and finds out that Rick died from alcohol poisoning, she's gonna want to know what happened.
Unless you tragically choked to death in those cocktail peanuts. And then I can tell her myself.
So sweet. I'm gonna go rent a bike, see the city, like a normal tourist.
That's why they don't wear helmets here.
Keeps getting funnier.
Hey, right in the tram tracks, don't look both ways.
Got it.
Are you sure you don't want to go with her?
Just try. I'm not leaving you. I don't need a babysitter, Danny.
This isn't about what you need, Rick. It's about what I need. Because keeping you from jumping off a cliff keeps my mind off of the fact that my girlfriend's magical coma is linked to a Bennett witch that has a knack for avoiding permanent death.
I see. So my misery is merely a convenient distraction for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Lily won. As much as we did everything to stop her, she actually got her family back.
Steppen says he's got it. He's got it.
Do you really believe that, or is that just some excuse to continue your slow crawl towards rock bottom?
You know how many days need to tick by before I see Elena again? 22,916 days, and that's assuming you get some old person's disease. I haven't even begun to approach rock bottom.
Listen to yourself, Damon. Elena wants you to live your life.
Bon, if you're gonna be here, you don't get to play the what would Elena do game.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Should we turn around? We should go straight. Maybe go left here. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Hang on. Did you see that truck coming?
What?
Did you just hesitate to save my life?
No, relax, it was 3 seconds.
3 seconds. I could have died.
You're right, Bon. Had I done nothing, Elena would be here and it would all be grand.
Enough. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life thinking that you resent me.
How else am I supposed to feel, Bonnie? You're here, she's not. Every time I look at you, all I see is not Elena.
I'm so sorry this happened. But I lost Elena too, Damon. And you're one of the few reminders of her I have to hold on to, so you can resent me or love me. But you're stuck with me.
You know, Elena wanted you to be happy, to live, even encouraged you to date. But if she wakes up and everyone she loves is dead, do you think that she'd be able to forgive that? I'm not doing this for Caroline, Damon. I'm doing this for you.
I have nowhere else to go.
So I guess it's a good thing I didn't get hit by a truck, huh?
Come on, Bonnie, it was 3 seconds.
Do you know how long 3 seconds are in a life or death situation?
In the first second, I thought how amazing it would feel to have Elena in my arms again. By second number 2, I kissed her. And by the third, I remembered you're my best friend. And that if anything ever happened to you, I would lose my mind. So yes, Bonnie, I do know how long 3 seconds are.
Just checking.
And I will wait for her. And you're gonna help me. You're stuck with me, too.
In her eyes, Malcolm was more a Salvatore than you ever were. Why else would she bury him in the family crypt next to Elena?
That crypt is sealed shut.
Ah, right. Oh, well, then it's a good thing that she's Mother Bear to a group of magic siphoners.
A little gaudy. Pull out Elena's coffin and dump the body in the river under the falls. She can spend the next 60 years of her life underwater.
No. No. No.
You always did throw the worst tantrums.
Where is she?
That's the fun of cloaking spells, Damon. She could be right next to you. Or she could be a million miles away. And I'm the only one who knows where she is.
You want to punish me for what I did? Fine, do it. Punish me, torture me, kill me for all I care. But leave Elena out of this!
Do you remember when you broke my grandmother's vase?
What?
You were young, 10 maybe. You denied it. Even when your father made you cut a switch from the yard. Even when he beat you with it until you were bloody. Still, you denied it, vehemently. Just sitting there playing with your little toy soldiers, bloody and bruised. So I switched tactics, and the next morning, when you woke, your room was bare. No toy soldiers, no toys at all. And you cried and cried, admitted everything.
She's not a toy soldier.
And Malcolm was not a vase. Malcolm was a vital part of this family. He meant something to each one of us.
He found me on the streets. He was kind to me, something I hadn't felt in years. He's the one who convinced me to meet with Lily.
My family wanted me dead. Malcolm made sure they didn't succeed.
I hadn't seen Beau in a decade. Malcolm reunited us.
He was my sounding board. My confidant. My eldest son. Ironic that you took him from me.
All right. Tell me what you want. I believe Lily's exact words were, as far from Mystic Falls as humanly possible. Now, I'm no Google Maps, but I'm thinking that's pretty far away. She has Elena. She's making me leave town. For good. The roles were reversed. What would you have done?
She has Caroline. She has Elena. She has her house. She has this whole town.
She has all of our toys. Stefan, whenever I did anything wrong as a kid, she took my toys. She also took yours. All of them. You'd cry like a little baby. I'd do anything she wanted to shut you up. This is her plan. She's slowly taking away everything we care about. She wants us to be mad at each other.
You're right. You and I fight.
While her and her family of freaks live in our house. It's getting closer and closer.
You know, how long are you planning on crashing here, Damon? You know, you could compel yourself a whole sorority house if you wanted to.
And miss this odd couple squalor? I'm starting to enjoy the luxury of having one barely functional shower head after years of being tortured by the 4 that I have in my actual home. Relax. It's just till we hunt down Lily's little lone wolf heretic and swap him out for my girlfriend in a coma.
Yeah, and how long until that happens, huh?
Pretty soon, thanks to Donovan. A phrase no one has uttered ever. He's checking Lily's cell phone records. Hi, Bonbon.
Please tell me I'm not interrupting something.
Oh, trust me, you're not. What's up?
If you think I'm crazy,
Tell me.
Brother, I'm not looking at another woman until my girlfriend wakes up in 60+ years. I don't get to call anyone crazy anymore.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Okay, fair trade. One heretic in good condition in return for the coffin housing Elena.
No, I meant the plan where we try to capture a powerful heretic who prefer we were dead.
Easy. B-Town stuns with the magic, you shoot him with vervain, I snap his neck.
Yeah.
Damon,
You should have come yourself.
it's been a long day. I have little energy for your riddles.
Gettysburg, 1863. You sent Oscar to check on me. Had it been you, it would change the entire course of my life.
I was supposed to be dead.
And I was supposed to be your son.
How do you know this?
Your prodigal heretic was fear and loathing in the armpit of Myrtle Beach.
Oscar.
But don't worry, Mommy. He's in the middle of a vervain detox. Give me Elena. Maybe I won't kill him.
You will not lay a hand on another member of my family.
You know, this whole family thing really irked me at first. But now I get it. You loved me. Time passed and you moved on to a new family. Well, so did I. Why don't we end this mutual disdain once and for all? Give me Elena. You get your son back. Mother, tell me you have Elena.
Let me speak to Oscar.
No can do. I'm about to wake him up from his little vervain now.
You do realize that when you get her back, you're not actually getting her back, right? She's still in a box.
You think I need to be reminded of that?
And yet you're leveraging a member of my family just to get her body closer to you. How selfish can you be?
Spare me the lecture, Mommy.
Damon, if you have harmed Oscar in any way.
Yeah. Say goodbye to Elena. It's not my first hostage swap.
How the hell did you let this happen?
Don't even think about blaming this on me. I'm not the one that unscrewed his heart.
No? You're just the one who chased him down, kidnapped him, and are still technically holding him hostage.
To get Elena back.
And how's that working out for you? Because from where I'm standing, she's in more danger than ever because you won't let her rest.
You spend one day with Mommy, dearest, and now you're on her side?
I don't have to be on her side to see what's happening here. You can't be with Elena, so you're making all your bad decisions about Elena.
We need to get rid of this body.
No. You need to get rid of this body.
I've asked Bo to remove the cloaking spell from Elena's coffin. You'll find her in the ruins of the old Salvatore mansion.
Clever-ish.
You do realize that this innate desire to keep Elena physically present in your life, this boyish refusal to let her go, will only put her in more danger. After everything you've been through, what a shame it would be to lose her because you're too terrified to find out who you actually are without her. If you dare to return to Mystic Falls, it's no skin off my nose.
I want one more thing. Dear Elena, yes, you heard that correctly. Hell has frozen over. I'm writing it all down. Granted, I'm a half bottle in, thanks to my 1950s Chateau Cheval Blanc. Bottle I waited 65 years to open. I used to spend nights sitting in my wine cellar, convincing myself I could actually hear it age. Tannins growing, fermenting. But appreciating its beauty didn't make the time go by any faster. The bottle just laid there on its shelf, torturing me while I waited for Catherine. And time stood still. Eventually, I convinced myself that no sip of that wine could ever taste as good as I dreamt it would. So I hid the bottle and walked away. And that is the story of why I drink bourbon. I don't know who I am without you, but I do know that as long as I'm with you, time will stand still. So who is Damon Salvatore without Elena Gilbert? A selfish friend? A jealous brother? adorable son. Or maybe with a little luck, I'll do right by you. Because you may be 1,000 miles away or 100 years away, but you're still here with me. And my heart is right there in that coffin with you. Until you come back to me.
Is there any particular reason as to why you are barging into my girlfriend's dorm room at the crack of mid-morning?
Why such a grumpy Gus? I thought you'd want to celebrate today. I finally got Elena tucked away safely. You're snuggled with Caroline in this tragically tiny bed. And Rick saved his lady from the great beyond. Everything is coming up Salvatore. So much so that I have decided to turn over a new leaf.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I am going to be the man that does right by Elena all on my own. By keeping her in my heart instead of keeping her underfoot.
That's interesting.
We need a little help with the dirty work. So rise and shine, brother. We are going to interrogate a tall, beautiful heretic with a terrible attitude.
Valerie?
Rings a bell. So, quick favor. I'm gonna need you to tell Rick that we made a tiny mistake and that that's not his wife.
What?
Yeah, it turns out that the stone doesn't actually have any magic juice to bring back any old corpse. It's more like a supernatural holding cell for a bunch of lost vampire souls, one of which you accidentally shoved into Joe's body.
Oh my God. That means Oscar's...
It's not Oscar. Just some random vampire in a heretic candy shell.
Damon, I came to your house to talk to him about the stone.
Bad idea. Cut the conversation short. Call Rick from the car on the way home.
Oh no, don't put this on me.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this thing where I do right by Elena, and I just don't think that she'd want me to crush his spirit like that. Let him down gently.
Is this you doing right by Elena, or are you not wanting to break your best friend's heart? Fine, but you owe me.
Thanks, Bon Bon. Who is this, really?
This man is the love of my life. The man I didn't think I deserved. The one I fought for, waited for. The one I told myself I could change for. He makes me better, Damon. You know anything about that?
Thing or two.
When we are through here. Bo.
Oh, please don't. He'll ruin us. She's playing you. We didn't make her better. If anything, he made her vindictive and cruel.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who do you think gave Kai the idea to put Elena in that Sleeping Beauty coma?
Who?
Lily.
Is that true?
She wanted to make you pay for refusing to help rescue us from the prison world.
Screw Julian. I'll kill you. Hey, you okay? I'm fine. Come on.
Hey! Whatever you're thinking, we're not gonna do that.
I think it should rip out her heart and bronze it like a trophy.
She's still our mother.
Exactly. Our mother, Stefan, is the reason Elena's in that box while the world passes her by.
I know, I get it. Just remember, you're turning a new leaf.
Screw the new leaf. She stole Elena from me and every ounce of happiness I've ever known. I'm not gonna let her just walk away from that.
We're not gonna let her walk away from that, I promise. But right now, I need to find Valerie, so just tell me that you're fine, and you're not gonna do anything stupid.
I'm fine.
So Lily is the reason I'll never see Elena again.
Apparently she has a thing for emotional torture.
Because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Hey, I do not go behind people's backs and torture them. I like my enemies to look me in the eye and see the depth of my rage.
Sure you want to do this?
Burning that bastard's body would have been too good for Lily. I want to give her that man that she's cherished and loved and missed for 100 years.
I wanted to run into Julian's arms, and I wanted her to remember what it feels like to have that love return. And then, I want to rip his head off right in front of her. I want to break her heart. I want to break her spirit. I want to destroy her.
So much for the new leaf, huh?
Tell me I'm being stupid and reckless and cruel. Tell me I'm not doing right by Elena.
You're doing right by Elena.
Oh, glad to see you boarded this train to Crazy Town, Buddy Bennett.
You do realize that zombie douche-brain boy toy is living in your house, bathing in your tub, eating your Fruit Loops.
Oh, I know. I also know that he's the love of Mom's life. Mom, who convinced Kai to link Elena's life with Bonnie so I'd be miserable for the next 6+ decades.
What are you getting at?
Julia makes her happy, Stefan. The more time they spend together, the happier she gets. The more tragic it'll be in 6 months when I hand-deliver his heart to her.
6 months.
Give or take. Let her get her hopes up. Let her start planning their entire eternity, and then squish, he's dead.
That might be a bit of a problem, brother, because I plan on killing the bastard tonight.
Lane and I talked about starting a family. I mean, it was fantasy, but still. We secretly knew. As long as she was a vampire, that's all it was. Then she took the cure, and all of a sudden, having a real family was a possibility. Granted, it'd be dysfunctional as hell, but we'd have a real human family.
Did it ever scare you? The thought that maybe you'd turn out like our father?
The guy sent our mom away to die, alone. He bullied us for years, and then he shot us. If anything, I just want to be a great dad, despite him. What about you?
Well, I've been on this earth for 160-some years, and I've seen the world at 30,000 feet. I've traveled to every continent and learned how to cook, built a Porsche. I think my only regret will be not having a kid. Hey, get up.
Knock it off. I was mid-dream. It was raining. I was with my girl. You weren't there.
Yeah, it sounds lovely. Julian needs to die today.
So kill him. We've killed plenty of vampires in bad accidents. Why stop now?
Because he's still linked to our mother. If he dies, she dies.
Works for me. Now, if you don't mind, I was just getting to the good part.
Damon, it's our mother.
Why are you so obsessed with protecting a woman who stood by as our father used my arm as an ashtray?
Because she was just as scared as we were. She didn't have a choice.
If you're dumb enough to believe that, then go save Mommy. I'm good here.
I convinced Delena that you were worth saving. Now give me a chance to convince you that the mother we once loved more than anything is still in there.
Look, I don't know what you've just been through or what it's like in that thing. But the longer that you are trapped, the more your humanity gets stripped away.
Well, here I am, all full of emotions. The question is, why isn't my brother?
Because we figured if you were gone too long, you would come back, devoid of humanity, hell-bent on killing Bonnie to revive Elena.
2 weeks at home? I can't wait to see my girl, Olive. Bet she's a real peach. And yes, Henry, I have a girl. She's in a sleeping beauty spell. Long story.
You always have a reason, don't you, Damon? Your brother, your drinking buddy. Her?
Elena. You're gonna have to do a lot better than that.
Proving that I do bad things for the people that I love?
This isn't about what you do in her name, Damon. It's about what you do in her absence. Quiet. They're here.
What the hell is going on?
You don't get it, do you? You tell yourself that you're protecting Mystic Falls for Elena. You convince yourself that you're keeping her safe by any means necessary. You justify punishing Lily for Elena's sake. Did you ever once think, what would Elena do?
I never got a chance to ask her. Thanks to Lily.
Ah, so you had to ask. Is Elena's influence on you so weak that you can't tell right from wrong without her holding your hand? Oof. It's gonna be a long century, brother. You know, I wonder if she'll even recognize you when she wakes up. What? The man who spit on our mother's grave. The man who lies to himself even now about what happened here today. What are you talking about?
Get your hands off of me! No, stop! Stop! No!
David. David, can you move? Please, you must help me.
Why? This isn't real.
Pain is real. Feeling is real. Please tell me. I'm gonna die knowing my own son hates me.
Yes, he does.
Why?
Because you tried to take Elena away from me.
Why won't you help me? Please. Oh. Why?
Because you took the one thing that made me happy. Because you weren't strong enough to leave your husband. Because you got sick and left us. Because you never came back.
What do you want?
I need to see Elena.
That's not an option.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I just want to see her face for a minute. A little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
When you gave me your coffin, you made me swear to not let anybody see her.
Yeah.
Especially you.
I was feeling a little sentimental.
You told me that's what you would say. You figured at some point you'd get impatient, or lose your nerve, or have a really bad day. You said under no circumstance am I allowed to give it to you.
Changed my mind, Lockwood.
I know what happened the other night. I know you're sick. Where is Stefan anyway?
Listen to me. We can walk upstairs right now and turn that baby shower into a bloodbath. Or you can take me to see my girl. No muss, no fuss, just a little visit, okay?
You told me to keep her safe, and I did. No need to secure someone if no one knows where they are. Me again.
No. No. Can't you find someone else to haunt?
I can't leave until you find liberation. You're still denying your nature. You haven't let go of what's holding you back.
What does that hellstone have to do with my true nature?
A phoenix stone. It doesn't trap you. It frees you to be reborn as your true self.
You want to see my true self?
Took my words to heart, did you?
Shut up. I'm not doing this with you anymore. I told you, leave me alone. Now I'm gonna end this.
You're right. You're not doing it with me anymore.
Henry?
I promised you liberation.
Elena! This was necessary, Damon. She held you back from being the monster you really are. No. Elena. Oh my God. No. No. Elena. Oh God, Elena. You ever done something so unspeakably horrific you couldn't even look at yourself in the mirror? Like it literally makes you ill to see your own reflection. Be honest now.
I ran over my girlfriend's cat a couple months ago and didn't tell her, even though it was an accident. I threw the body in a supermarket dumpster.
I killed the love of my life. Burned her alive while she was asleep. I also beat one of her best friends till he was unconscious and left him for dead if we're keeping score.
I think I'm just gonna go.
Actually, I could use a ride. I thought Elena had changed me. I thought she made me a better man, but
I was wrong. I was so wrong. It was always gonna end up this way, me destroying her. That's what my whole tour of duty in the Phoenix Zone taught me, was that I'm permanently damaged goods. You ever feel that way, Cooper? Not really. Well, you're lucky. Coop, I'm gonna kill you now.
Excuse me?
No, it's nothing personal. I'm hungry, your food. Think of it as a stop at a drive-through window. You know, you'll be afraid, I won't care. Honestly, I can't imagine caring about anyone ever again. Not a single, solitary soul.
I get it. You're still in a little self-destructive spiral from your not-so-fantastic voyage into the Phoenix Stone.
You think?
Well, Lily was my touchstone. She was the very thing that tethered me to my sanity. And when I lost her, well, that's when things really went off the rails. So who did you lose? Not Lily, not Stefan. Who was that epic love in the box? Huh? Was it Helena or Eleanor or...
Elena.
Elena. How was darling Elena?
I burned her alive.
See, I can't help but feel a little bit responsible for what's happened. Well, why don't we have some fun, shall we? You know I love games. And I think I have just the outlet for the overwhelming pain you must be feeling.
What are you doing? This guy's got 300 years on you.
This should be a good fight.
Hey, that stone is still messing with your head, Damon. Let me help you get through it.
There's nothing to get through, Stefan. This is what I deserve.
Deserve? What are you talking about? What do you deserve, huh?
You don't back off, brother. I will destroy you like I've destroyed everything good I've ever touched.
Something happened to you. Tell me. Tell me what happened to you, Damon.
Will someone please escort Stefan off the premises?
I'm just gonna walk away and let you fight this guy to death.
Doesn't look like you have much say in the matter.
Don't do this, Damon. Don't do this.
Godspeed, brother.
You're not really looking for your brother, are you? I mean, even if Stefan did come back, what do you think he would do when he found out what you did to Elena?
Go ahead. Rip my heart out.
No, it's not that I wouldn't love to do it, but are you sure?
Died. I'm not gonna flip my switch, Stefan. I want to feel pain. I want to feel every miserable moment of this miserable life.
What is this about? What did you do?
I killed her. I killed Elena.
What do you mean you killed Elena?
It was all Henry's idea. He told me I needed to free my true self, so I kidnapped Tyler and made him take me to her coffin. And then I burned her to ashes. So go ahead. Stand by me. Tell me you'll never walk away. Go ahead, Stefan. Come on. Do it. Do it!
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Was that Chris?
Crystal.
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 Got it.
With a K.
Crystal with a K. Sounds like pure class. With a K.
Go ahead, let it all out, Bonnie. I'm a vile cheater. I couldn't even wait a year.
Are you kidding me? The last thing anyone wants to deal with for the next 6 decades is a cranky, bitter, sexless damonsalvatore, okay? Elena would never do that to us, which is why she gave you very clear instructions to live your life. And apart from your glaring lack of standards, this isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, heard you got a thing for the grannies.
Hilarious. I'm looking for Bonnie. She's not taking my calls.
Hold, please.
It's for you.
Tell him I don't deal with shady old lady corpse stealers.
I'm sorry, she's busy. I'm gonna have to take a message.
Yeah, I'm looking for Raina Cruz's sword. Let's just say that it's beyond urgent.
He wants the sword.
Of course he does. Because shady people like shady tchotchkes. It's not happening.
Did you get all that?
Does Bonnie know what you did to Elena? How you incinerated your true love while she slept so soundly inside her casket? Yeah, I'll take that as a no. I reckon that's wise. I'll imagine if your precious Bonnie found out that you gave Elena a Viking funeral. Most certainly shatter that fragile and somewhat creepy frenemy thing you two have going on. Get the sword. Bring it to me at Whitmore, or your best friend learns the truth.
So here's the thing, Bon Bon.
What?
I'm gonna need a huge favor. Great. Now that we have the world's ugliest letter opener, let's give it to Enzo.
Well, now that we've got this thing, I want to know what Enzo has over you.
I'm just doing a solid for a bud, Bon.
Actually, I'm the one doing the solid. You're the one making me do the solid, and now you're gonna tell me why.
Just leave it alone, Bonnie.
What'd you do? Couldn't be worse than whatever was wearing that jean skirt. Fine. Just don't be surprised if I leave behind a really detailed journal entry for Elena that's all about Crystal with a K.
Be my guest.
Damon, it's me. I'm your best friend. And when Alaric heads to Dallas, I might be your only friend.
You're right, Bonnie. You are my best friend, which is why I can't tell you. So I'm asking you, leave it alone. Thank you. Huh. You know, you look a lot like my girlfriend and her 3 doppelgangers.
Elena's alive.
No, sir, she's not. I've watched her burn with my own eyes.
No, you weren't of sound mind. You were hallucinating. You saw what you wanted to see.
Really?
Tyler thought it best to have an empty decoy coffin.
So now you and Tyler are a dynamic duo?
Let's just say that we have mutual friends who have the real coffin and the real Elena.
Take me to her.
She's in New York, where my friends are keeping her very safe and very much alive.
Good. Elena's alive.
What are you talking about?
Long story with a hell of a punchline. I didn't kill her, Stefan. She's alive. I got a second chance, brother. And I will fix this. I will. I will kill that huntress with my bare hands if I have to, and I will bring you back here, I promise. I promise you.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
You know where he is?
Yeah, I do, Enzo. I also know that you allowed me to believe Elena was dead, so I'd help you kill Raina, who's already escaped your custody once. Then you tricked me into saving your ass, which resulted in Raina getting this stupid sword, and now I have Stefan's 1863 siphon crush telling me that you all are shady people. So Bon Bon here and I are gonna go cook up a plan B. But thanks.
What are you doing?
Those aren't gonna stop me, Damon. The second I turn, you're as good as dead.
You don't think I know that, Copernicus? Once bitten, twice shy. It's taken me every ounce of willpower I have not to send you to doggy heaven right now.
But you're not.
Why? Because up until yesterday, I thought Elena was dead. Turns out she's not.
And if she were, then what? You'd kill me because you have no one else to be accountable to?
I should knock your ass out till the sun comes up. Good boy. Always dreaming of squirrels and milk bones. Easy, boy. I do not want to kill you.
Why? Because Elena will dump your ass?
And it'd be a waste of a perfectly good IV stand.
If it's not me, it's gonna be somebody else, Damon. There's no way in hell you're lasting 60 years without royally screwing up.
Bonnie should be here any second.
That's what I'm talking about. You open that door and I'll kill her too. There's always gonna be something else. Your friends, my friends, they'll keep risking their lives trying to save you until they're all dead.
And my girlfriends. And given the fact that you two look exactly alike, you should be able to fit in them.
What's next? It puts the lotion in the basket?
It wouldn't have to if it just stayed dead. So, hunting vampires is your identity. Your fundamental, this is who I am, in a nutshell. You ever wonder if there's a way to change that?
No, I don't. Because there's not.
I used to think that. Look, I'm selfish, narcissistic, prone to unnecessary bouts of violence.
Tell me again why I shouldn't be killing you.
Because I changed. I mean, temporarily, as it were, but it happened. Just took the right person. Maybe you haven't found the right person.
I don't need a vampire matchmaker, but thanks.
Well, I mean, have you ever even tried? Has there ever been a Mr. Hunter? Huh? Oh, there has been. I'm not a good brother when I'm not with Elena, and when I'm not a good brother, people get hurt.
So you're just gonna run away?
Nope. I'm gonna stay in one place, desiccated right next to her. By the time you read this, I'll be desiccated in a coffin next to Elena. And I won't wake up until she does, so I guess this might be my official goodbye. I'm not gonna get lame or mushy, but you deserve the truth. I'm telling Stefan that the world is a better place without Elena and this Damon. That it was best for everyone that I was gone. I'm sure he'll see through that. Because to be completely honest, I don't give a damn about the world. The truth is, I'm not in a good spot. Hell, I'm miserable. And I haven't been ever since she left me. For her, I didn't know what it was like to be happy. To be fulfilled. To be complete. But now I do. And now that I know that feeling, to live without it, there's no point. So that's it. Nice knowing you.
You weren't even gonna say goodbye. Enzo told me that you asked him for Elena's coffin. He told me what you were planning. I didn't believe him. I thought, if Damon desiccates until Elena wakes up, I'll never see him again.
So weird. Stefan ran away from your offer.
He's just being a martyr. Probably thinks I can't handle the scar. As soon as I charge this, I'll call him. Tell him to get his ass back here. Yeah. I'll do the transfers, pal.
That is downright noble. More than I expected from you. Especially considering everything you have to give up.
What am I gonna give up? I've been in a coffin for the last 3 years, not like I was keeping up with my hobbies.
Look at my arm, what do you see?
Someone who should have brought Band-Aids.
I'm made up of regular flesh and bone. My body's 100% human. Even if I stay in good health, in 60 to 70 years, I'll toddle off to the big news station in the sky. Which means, right around the time Elena wakes up, I'll be dead. So will you. Because when I die, you'll die. But I'm sure you already figured out that when you take Stefan's scar, you'll be giving up your future with Elena. You never see her again. A hero move. Nice. Okay. Gotta go.
The Phoenix Scar requires a special kind of transfer. It can only go to a blood relative, and that would have meant waking you and bringing you and all the drama that you come with back into his life. A life which he was finally thriving in without you.
I get it. You think I'm a piece of crap. And by the way, I was. Before. And then I met a girl, and she made me good. And that's why I need Elena in my life. And when I get her back in my life, I will be there for Stefan.
The only person you ever needed was by your side all along, and you abandoned him. So I took your place. I took Caroline's place. I've been everything to him.
Sounds more like he was everything to you.
You suck at playing hero, brother.
I guess I'm just not used to you being such a damsel in distress.
Should I list all the ways in which this mess is your fault?
Sure, Steph. Go for it. I'm not doing anything important right now.
You bailed on me, Damon.
Listen, Valerie and I were literally just about to do the transfer spell.
Even before that, you bailed on me and you decided you'd rather live in a coffin than to own up to your mistakes.
No. I was trying to prevent myself from making mistakes, Stefan.
And why is that so hard for you, Damon? Don't say Elena. You lived 160 years before you met her. I got ripped out of hell and thrown into a dead man's body. And do you know what my first thought was when I came to? I need to save those people on the bus. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was. It was my instinct. Where are your instincts, Damon? What does the voice in your head say?
You want me to say what we both already know? Fine. I'm selfish. I'm angry. I'm impatient. And yes, until I met Elena, I wasn't interested in doing the right thing for anybody.
Your brother included.
My brother included. You mad?
Yes.
You resent me?
Yes.
Good. Then get up and come kick my ass yourself. You're not the imaginary pizza guy.
Damon,
You sound disappointed. Hoping for someone else.
leave me alone. You're literally the last person I want to see.
Oh, come on. We both know why you're really here.
We also know that you can't ever see Elena again. Neither can I. That's just not until...
I die.
Which brings us to the reason I'm here. I just wanted to say thank you before it was too late.
Thank me for what?
For fighting the good fight. Going gently into that good night. And a whole slew of other sappy cliches. Bottom line, you're gonna die, Bon. As much as I hate to admit it, it's gonna make me a very happy man. Which is why I figured the least I could do was dive into your brain and say goodbye.
Why? I usually don't bother.
Ouch. Hurtful. And untrue. I present Exhibit A for the defense. So if you'd finally just read the damn thing, we could both go on our own way. You to peace, me to my girl. What do you say?
Not good enough. Never has been, never will be.
For you, I memorized it. Dear Bonnie, have a nice life, if your guilty conscience allows you to. If there's one thing I would change about our friendship, I never would have pulled you off of that street in Amsterdam.
Screw you, Damon.
Oh, you screwed me, all right. Got your life all intertwined with Elena's, dooming me, and let's be honest, all of our friends, to a lifetime without the one person we miss the most, which, to be perfectly clear, ain't you. That's why we're on this porch, because it's the first place Elena and I ever kissed. Over there by that bench, the first time she ever had the courage to tell me she loved me. And merely 1 foot to my right is where I watched her take the cure, so that she could have the life that she dreamed of before you screwed it up. But the very spot you're standing is the happiest place of all. You know why? Because that's the spot where you're gonna decide to give me my Elena back. So why don't you close those pretty little eyes and give up the ghost for me?
You monster.
Sure am. But I usually get... Sorry, Bon Bon. Had to get you to wake up somehow. Catch me if you can. Come on, Bon Bon. You know everything I said was just a ploy to make you wake up, right?
Really? Is that why you're running through the woods scared?
You can see me?
Not only can I see you, but I can sense what you're feeling, which is how I know deep down there's a part of you that meant what you said to me on Elena's porch.
Hey, I said what I said to save your life. It's not the first time I've saved your bacon, by the way. Don't actions speak louder than words?
The only reason you saved me time and time again is because you believe that if you didn't, Elena would never forgive you.
A conundrum that you're now familiar with, because if you kill me, Elena will never forgive you.
That's the thing, Damon, is you were so eager to remind me. I'm never gonna have to explain myself to her.
I admire you. I believe in you. And I love you. The same way Elena loved you. And if you kill me right now, it's not your fault. I did this to us. But please, forgive me. Before you do what you have to do. Okay. Best case scenario, we destroy it and everything goes back to normal. Worst case scenario, we all die and Stefan lives to tell the tale of our demise to the lovely Elena.
You really think that I did the right thing by taking Caroline against her will?
100%.
You said that's how you know you love someone. And for a second there, I actually believed you. I thought that my love for Caroline was so strong that I would do anything to protect it. But then I realized, that's not love, Damon. That's fear.
You should put that on a greeting card.
That night that you put yourself down, it wasn't because you loved Elena, it was because you were afraid if you didn't, you would do something terrible and you would lose her forever. And that fear was so powerful that it overrode any love that you felt for me or Bonnie or anybody else.
It wasn't about you, Stefan.
Oh, it had absolutely everything to do with me. I looked you in the eyes, Damon, and I begged you to stay. And you turned your back on me like it was nothing. And I thought about that yesterday when I pulled the Damon. And I realized I never want to be that person. I refuse to be ruled by fear. I refuse to be you.
Thank you.
Thank me in person. With gifts and...
Damon. Hello?
Hang on.
Damon.
Elena.
What did you say?
I can hear her in the vault.
Damon. Elena is in a warehouse in Brooklyn.
I know, but...
Damon.
What if something happened to her?
Help me.
What if the armory took her?
They didn't.
Please.
I just need to make sure.
Damon, get out of this.
Please help me.
Solo, I need you.
Where are you?
Right here.
Dear Elena, we were so close. Stefan and I had finally worked through our problems. Bonnie and Enzo were on the verge of being happy, and Damon actually did the right thing. The selfless thing. We waited in that room for days. Stefan didn't sleep. Throwing everything, including himself, at that door, trying to get it open. After a week, Alaric managed to crack the security code. We were prepared for almost anything, except what we saw. It was empty.
Enzo?
Completely cleaned out. I don't know how they got out, but they did.
Enzo!
I'm worried about Bonnie. She lost the two people closest to her, and she can't even do a locator spell to find them. Her magic never came back.
It was 3 months before we heard the first rumor. A string of missing persons on the West Coast. It was encouraging, but then the numbers kept growing. 20, 50, 60 people missing. It's them. I know it. I don't know what's wrong with them, or what they're doing, or why. But I promise you, we'll get them back. Just know that whatever happens between now and then, it's not his fault.